Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very fun little discussion for today, and that's going to be the massive amount of hypocrisy that currently exists in the Genshin Impact space. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that all of the same critiques, all of the same slander, all of the same shitposts that individuals in the Hoyoverse community have tried to make to discredit Wuthering Waves, well, it appears that it's the Wu-Wa's community. Wu-Wa's community. It's now their turn to give a little taste of that same medicine. Because I've got some excerpts from the Archon quest from Genshin 6.2, and I'm going to be real over here. If we were talking about Wuthering Waves as the Gathering Wives game, if we're going to talk about Wuthering Waves as the one that's reducing its female cast of characters into nothing more than waifu bait, I'm going to be honest. If Wu-Wa's doing that, Genshin's doing it better. Or in this case, worse. Because we've got a dialogue from good old Arlecchino over here, right? One of our enemies from back in the day turned into a friend. Someone could say frenemies. Well, it appears that she doesn't think the same way. Low-key, don't feel like playing anymore. Come on, spare the formalities. From Arlecchino, by the way. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends. I didn't even know we were like that. I thought she was a weekly boss. Kind of interesting how the story has changed so dramatically now that we've entered Nod Cry. Seems like the developers have a certain vision for the relationships in this region. But I will be honest, this doesn't really seem to fit any of the characterization that this person had before. And I think one of the big sort of call-outs over here is, what about Frolova? Right? I thought Arlecchino was pretty close to, like, a Frolova to me. At least in terms of what her characterization is. I don't even, like, has Arlecchino even done anything to justify the fact that she's now an ally like this? Who knows? Hey, I guess you'll have your romance cutscene with her next version. Do you want to know why? Because they put in a romance cutscene for Columbina. Yes, an entire romantic dialogue sequence. Except the thing is that this romance is made for 8-year-olds. It's made for like 10-year-olds. Because I've got a clip over here of it, ladies and gentlemen. And just be warned in advance of how bad this story has become. So the title over here is Columbina Suckin' Aether's Lollipop. I think that's literally what happens. So like just don't get your mind out of the gutter for a second. Blame him. Blame this guy. He titled it that way.
It's sweet. Is that Lockaberry?
They did a little bit of editing over here. But the actual dialogue like starts here.
What flavor the traveler got?
This way! This way! It's the candy-selling lantern!
You're going on a date.
I'm coming!
Of course. Traveler, maybe we can share? Yes. I found out recently that people share their food sometimes, so I'd like to try it. Or...
Hey guys. What kind of characterization is it where the Fatui Harbinger is not familiar with the concept of sharing food? This is what I mean by this romance is made for like fucking 8-year-olds. What?
I don't know. Thank you.
Bro, this is what's in your Archon quest!
Yours is a little more sour than mine. Here, you try it. Amazing. My sugar sculpture has shrunk, yet my heart is filled with feelings of sweetness. I will remember this feeling.
That's the romance. And this is the thing. You can clearly tell, yes, this character is waifu bait. That's the goal of this unit. They're trying to get you to waifu bait pull her like they did with Sit Lolly back in the day. However, there's a difference here between good waifu bait and bad, and this is some of the worst characterization I've ever fucking seen. Straight up. Like, this cutscene, this romance, whatever this is, it's like, it's so surface level and like bad and like not well done, and it's just like, what the fuck even is this? It's just bad. I don't think like the end vision or the goal of it is necessarily awful, but the route there is terrible. It's such an ironic comparison to think that these are the same individuals, right? Who were publicly trying to talk shit about Wuthering Waves for doing a similar sort of thing. We all remember the senpai situation, right? But this is the way that Wuwa does like those moments. Where we like all remember stuff like this from quests like 2.2. Then you got like moments like this from like 2.6, right? Remember all of this in like 2.6, all of that. Like, this shit just feels like so much more like natural. It's like actually well done. There's like a reason for things that are like going on. And it's not just like this goofy ass, hey, wanna suck my lollipop, girl? Like, bro, what? Bro, what? Huh? What the fuck? Seriously? It's like you got characterization, you go on like a whole quest, all of this stuff's related to the plot. Hey, wanna suck each other's lollipops, bro? Wanna taste mine? Literally, that's the dialogue in here. That's the dialogue that's on the screen right now. Look at it. What you're seeing is what you're getting over here. And I'm going to be honest. What the fuck even is this? It's literally terrible. And again, this is not me saying waifu bait is bad. This is not me saying that characters that like the MC are bad. But when it's done in this way, it's fucking dog shit. Clearly, there's going to be a level of polarization across the community regarding the reaction to this dog shit quest. There are some individuals who are like 13 years old. And this cutscene to them was deep. And they really liked it. That's because their brain is literally not fully formed yet. And they will look back on this moment 10 years from now, and they'll use this thought to describe themselves. Damn, I was retarded. Act 6 in Luna 3 is absolute peak. This was by far the best Archon quest in the game for me. It had basically no action until the very end, but the character interactions made it perfect.
Here, you try it.
I love the relationship between Aether and Columbina with how natural and adorable it is.
Amazing.
Bro, this is the most awkward dialogue I've ever seen in my fucking life. I feel like the person who storyboarded this cutscene never actually talked to a woman before. I feel like the developer that storyboarded this one actually has not seen a woman before. Cause what the fuck was this? This is the most unnatural conversation I've ever seen. Is there even a piece of media out there that this can compare to? I don't think so. It's so unique and bad that there's nothing that can be compared to it. Anyways, we've seen what the younger side of the player base, right? We've seen what the younger side of the player base has to say about this. Now, let's see what it's looking like for maybe the actual average player of this game. Because again, the issue isn't waifu Columbina. It's waifu Columbina, and then the waifu part is done this fucking bad. She better act right in 6.3. Because I didn't pay for waifu Bina. Well, this is the takeover here. You're always going to think that characters interested in the MC are awful if this is the only example that you get. If every single relationship, waifu bait, that Wuthering Waves had acted like this, we would all hate it too. But this is the thing. Wuthering Waves, for those characters that are clearly meant to be the waifus, right? Your Kartithias, your Jinsees, your Chang Lees, your Yunos, your Chisas. Nothing comes close to this in terms of how dog shit it is. Oh, your SKs too. Nothing comes close to this with how bad the integration was. Nothing. And I would say, out of all of the relationships that I've seen formed in gacha media, this is, without a doubt, ranking at the literal bottom in terms of how it was cultivated by the developers. This is just a sign to me, bro, what the fuck are they doing with the story? Isn't that like the main redeeming factor of this game? It's the goddamn story? I'm good, bro. Nah, that can't be it no more. That can't be it anymore. No.
Looks so good. You want some? I mean, you do look kind of hungry. You know what? How about we share? Just kidding. This KFC sandwich looks so good. You want some?
I guess everyone that played the quest got that reference. I don't know how that had 1.5k likes. I don't know how that had 1.5k likes, but I guess everyone got that reference from fucking this shit. Hey, it is what it is. Was that just like the Kartithia thing, but like 700 times worse? I don't understand how you can imitate your competition, but then just do it worse. Because, like, it's so clear that there are, like, complete similarities between what these units are, like, supposed to do and, like, the role they're supposed to fill in the story. But when Wuthering Waves already did it well with Kartithia, and then you just proceed to do a carbon copy of it, but it's just bad, it's just embarrassing, isn't it? This is just embarrassing. What the fuck? Why did he go inside her? You know what? I don't think there's much we really need to say over here. These developers are creatively bankrupt, and in their creative bankruptcy, they just copy what the competition does, and then they make it worse. At least Wuwa, when it copied, it made it better. Guess what Genshin copied from Wuwa? Inferno Rider. Then they locked it behind a gacha and called it Mavawika. Grapples. Then they locked it behind Kanish. Wave riding. Then they locked it behind Mualani. Wall running. But then they locked it behind Jalonen. Genshin copies from Wuwa all the time. Except they just add additional monetization, FOMO, or in this case, just make it literally 50 times worse. Because this, at this point, it's just pathetic. And I'm going to be honest. The fact that there's been so much discourse, so much dialogue, right? About Wuwa and its whole gathering wives situation and all of that. And then to see Genshin just do it all, but dial it up to 11 and make it worse. I'm going to be honest, this has to be one of the most cathartic experiences out there. Good luck, Hoyoshills, in the future, because, I'm going to be honest, this one is really hard to defend. That'll be it for this one. A bless out to all the Genshin fans who are enjoying the game, because it is definitely in the best Definitely in the best state it's ever been. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.